right, people. All right, people. I'm going to be starting here soon. But first, what we're going to do is I'm going to start the video. Well, the live stream. Give me a sec here. Yeah, we're going to start the live stream. While people are coming in, what I'm going to do is start the live stream talking about how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. And you have to type Power Group Trades in your search box, and this is Power Group Trades, and I'll show you this, okay? And Power Group Trades is a locked account. You have to send me a request, like a follow. Like when you do a follow, I think that's how it works. It then sends me a request, and but don't do that until you understand how to become a follower inside of Power Group Trades. So let me go back here for a second. So here's Power Trigger Trade. So basically, if you want to become a serious follower, you want to study. You want to study my videos for number one. These are the kind of things I posted inside of Power Group Trades. I also demonstrated Google L. Now this Google L video is really good to see. So basically, what you do as a serious follower is you're always looking to do retweets and likes and making comments based on, as a serious follower, you want to share, the excitement of following my style of trading. And again, you want to basically study my created playlist, right? You also want to have a profile pic, okay? And that could be a stock chart, success, or a picture of yourself. So have a profile pic, okay? And then basically make sure you're doing some retweets and likes, okay? And you've studied my video, and also send me a message telling me why you want to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. All right, so that's that. Let's see what's going on here. Give me a sec here, people. Okay, so hello, people. I was just talking at the time. Yeah, so the charts are up here now. All right, people. So let's talk about so I in the beginning of this video, people, if you want to know how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades, I kind of explain you some things to do. So you want to kind of use your head and listen to what I said carefully, and kind of show that initiative that you're serious, and make sure you understand what I'm about, right? I don't want anybody who's kind of a lazy bum and doesn't want to do nothing and just doesn't understand anything. I don't want those type of people. If you're not I have 30 people waiting to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. I haven't put them in. People don't get it. Like, I don't put them in because they don't do the right things. They don't use your brain. You know what I mean? You don't use your brain? I don't want you. I know you're going to be a failure anyway. So why would I want you inside my group? For what reason? What reason, right? All right, people. So let's talk about the SPY, okay? Now, don't think that everybody assumed the market was bullish, okay? I want to show you something on my well, I'm going to educate something. I want you to think about something, okay? On May the 1st, I made a plan for Google L, okay? Let's put up Google L, people. Let's do this for a second. I want to prove something. My thought processes versus a lot of pros out there. They just talkers. They change their mind when the market makes the move, but they talk negative as the market is about to go. They're just guessers. I'm gonna show you another guesser I found. I'm gonna be shaking up this whole. Oh, how many people are gonna be out? Anyways, anyways, people. Listen, people. Google L, okay? On May the 1st, let's take a look at the charts here. What's May the 1st over here? Right? Right here, right? May the 1st, okay? Now, I made a bullish plan for the stock May the 1st, okay? And it confirmed here, May the 4th. Okay? And if you look at my video, options that cost $500 are now over $22,600. Now, this was not easy to hold 100%, but it wasn't too bad. But it was due to the market being a little bit cuckoo, the SPY being a little bit more difficult. Somehow this thing here was amazingly, it was really strong. Even on this day, it was pretty strong. And then boom, boom, right? I knew the big picture. We favored higher prices, but don't think everybody was like that. Well, I was posting bullish things, and by the way, I posted bullish explanations of the SPY in April, in the beginning of April. All right, now let me show you something else. Okay, people, let me show you something. What do you think stock like an ADB? Let's put up ADB before I show you some other important points. And before I take any questions, what do you think? A stock like ADB flies in the air because it's a bearish market? Huh? What do you think? No, PowerTarget trade. I was discussing it with my group over here. We just wouldn't confirm ADB. Wouldn't confirm. I was making plans for this freaking thing. I've been focusing on this stock, but then I've been busy with so many other things. When I checked out my scans, I posted a plan. Boom, boom, boom. We're making money because of big picture thinking. Not like the stock clown bearish, making bearish comments all the time. Always wrong. Since SPY 225. All right, let me show you some people really important here. Really, talking about the stock clown is really, there's a lot of stock clowns out there. Look, I'm going to show you something. Now, this is not a stock clown, this guy, but I want to show you something, people. Look it. Well, this is the stock clown right over here. I mean, look at this guy here. This is a stock clown. People ask me, who's a stock clown? This is a stock clown, right? Always wrong, right? Good job, Uncle Jerome. Got all the shorts in the... Okay, the guy's bearish the day we kapoom, boom, right? Again, the same bearish guy when the SPY was 225 calling it a bubble. No skill, okay? I told him, you're a little scalper. Don't give people advice. You told people to sell Apple at 140. Now look where Apple is at. That's the problem. Bad advice out there. You know what I'm saying, people? All right, now, while I was bearish the market, and a lot of our trades were working, look at, was this guy helping? Peter Brandt, you know, huge following, right? Again, old world thinking, just old world thinking. He just says blah, 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 blah. Look at U.S. stock market bear case in 3 parts. Part 3, textbook classic descending trade triangle. Now, he changed his mind today now. I go check out what the smart Peter Brandt said. Again, old world thinking. Completely wrong. Lots of people like this. Just saying the obvious things when it's not that obvious. See, we reversed. And I had plans to make the gains. He did not. This is preparing people to go for lower prices. Meanwhile, market, then he comes and says that the market's going to go higher now. He's warning the bears. Come on, man. Out to lunch, man. Today you see the truth. I do this to educate, and I post this place. Anyways, you can press pause if you want to read this, or go to my live stream. I prove my point all the time over, just like the stock clown, with key videos to show the truth to people. These are people that claim that they know what they're talking about, yet when it comes to the real picture, out to lunch. You know, I explained it in my life. So actually, let me go to my people. Let me go before I talk about anything else. Let me talk about the SPY. Okay. Now you're gonna see on my YouTube channel. Okay. I use the monthly charts. I'm going to just quickly go to the monthly charts because I gotta, demonstrate this, okay? And as you can see, I have these lines. And what I did is I explained the big picture of the SPY, that this is a breakout. Now, the stock clown made a video when the SPY was over here around the 225 area, calling it a bubble, okay? Now, I explained this. Now, take a look at the monthly charts. Look at it. I said bull flag pattern. Now, how does this look like it's developing? Now, PowerTarget Trade, yours truly, made this video. I'll show you where. Let me put the weekly chart. See, I'm the big picture expert. All these other people are jokesters. Jokesters compared to yours truly. Now, we're not out of the woods yet here, okay? But, big picture, I said SPY going to 300. Okay? I said this. It's going to be in chunks, and it's going to be, I said a lot of things. You got to listen to that video, okay? But Peter Brandt, making a video when we were close to this point, he's scaring people, right? Where is it? Right over here. It was going down. They were flipping and flopping. I told people, I'm looking at the support levels. We got to wait. We got to hold. We got to hold. We got the massive reversal. Okay, people? PowerTarget Trade, yours truly. A leader. Not scaring people. Sure, the market could go down. I know this. We explained this already. But I've also explained that it's still so bullish, even at a 1,400 point. But there were so many stocks with earnings doing well, people. So these people didn't take into account of Apple, Amazon, Netflix, BA, all kinds of key stocks, making awesome gains. Matt, you got to look at all the facts, man. Not just you got to look at the big picture of the SPY. Look at the SPY on the monthly. People, who are these clowns? Clowns. And they want to give you advice. This is looking pretty strong to me, doesn't it, people? Oh, no, not when PowerTarget Trade shows these lines. The big picture expert shows you the lines. Now I show you just quickly again what this is. Okay, bull flag pattern. And yours truly said that. I didn't say anything negative like Peter Brent. No, I didn't. I said bull flag pattern. Go look at my video on my YouTube channel and my created playlist. You want to know the truth, people? You listen to me. You listen to PowerTarget Trade, the big picture expert. Okay, give me a sec here. So I got to move this out of the way so I can see what people have been saying. See if there's any questions. Yeah, stock clown, right? Exactly. Any SPY testing? It's right. It's right. SPY testing 270, and I've been talking about this 270 test. And again, I've also explained in that video that look at the earnings in companies. It's not the same problems like when the stock clown was talking about the 2000, the housing bubble, and the whatever, I forgot the other the housing the I think it was the dot-com bubble and the housing bubble. Okay, but I also showed something to show you how things are different. Amazon was a $68 stock in a so-called bubble because it was actually a pretty good, because look how the world has changed since then. You can't look at that fact and those are the old world thinking of things in the back that work. This is a new era. And this is the PowerTarget Trade era, adapting it to the market conditions, okay? And my technology, what I'm doing was the most correct. Peter Brent was wrong. All Peter Brent was doing is painting a picture. If the SPY, but as you're painting a negative picture, how are you preparing people to catch gains? When I'm telling you we're higher, we're for higher. How are you preparing people for gains? So who was right again? Yours truly, PowerTarget Trade, correct again. The vindication I got today with this market doing what it did, and how Google is screaming. I put myself on the line putting the Google plan out there. But it was right, the big picture. And it was negative. The market was being very difficult, choppy. But I stuck to my guns of what I was seeing in my scans, what I was seeing with the stocks, in the earnings. That's big picture, people. Oh, so many people out there are liars. They don't know nothing. They don't make videos. They just say one thing and then they say another thing. Liars. PowerTarget Trade, documented proof. Right on my stream. Right inside my YouTube. I show it. I film it. I explain it. I made that. I made the April video in negative times. Because what I saw was bullish. And again, as the clown was bearish in the beginning of 2017, the market was breaking out. And of course, at the end of 2017, the clown said, "Oh, it's going to," he thought it was just going to go down the market, and then the market rallied again a whole bunch. These are old people. Listen, people, lots of old world thinkers. Okay, I created a system that is definitely adopting the best. I was able to identify reversal faster than the world record holder. He did not identify. In fact, while I was identifying a reversal, the world record holder was calling for a market to collapse. That's to show you the difference in skill level. Right there, February 11, 2016, people. This is all important. Everything that I say is important because it gives you something to think about. So who's going to tell, if the market goes higher, okay, and you're all afraid to invest in the market, then you're out again. Because you were waiting, like some other people in 2017 saying the market's going to wait for the market to collapse, and the market has not collapsed in 2017. I saw Tony Robinson making all these things, telling people that this is old world thinking. He has no skill, no understanding of the market. How can you give it? He's giving advice of the market's going to collapse. Okay, guys, and this was in 2017, in halfway mark. I'm not lying to you here. Halfway mark 2017. And you know what the story was. Let's take a look at Apple. You know what I mean, people? These people are guessers, and I love it. Because I'm going to be attracting, most people are yo-yo birds. They're just blind, you could have gold in front of them and they wouldn't see it. They just don't see anything. So but I've attracted a really lot of great people uh, in my life with doing what I'm doing, my method. It's never been about the volume. You know, a lot of people they could have more followers, but no one sent them gifts. Nobody sent them gifts like yours truly. All right, people. Let me put up Apple here. So look it. Here's another example. The stock clown. And I made a plan, an Apple reversal plan, and well, lo and behold, I mean, Apple, if you took my plan, what I said, well, it was again, did very well, right? This earnings move, this was something was just phenomenal. That tells you something how Apple is, how strong Apple is. I mean, don't you capisce anything that if Apple is strong, it's good for the market. That means the market's going higher. Apple, I said a long time ago, is going to 200. Look where we are now. The stock clown, little-minded people like the stock clown scalpers, like a lot of pros out there, they say blah 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 blah. They worry blah, 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 at every step of the way. They worried at 140. They worried at 160. They worried at all levels. Look at the big picture. Listen, you got these guessers out there. Right? Warren Buffett's putting more money in. And what don't you understand? But that's not the only factor. But he's putting in money in there. And since he put money in back when it was $90, when people were telling you to sell, it's going to fill the gap at 70. You don't know the messages I receive from people outside. You have no idea, telling me I'm wrong when Apple was at 90. Oh no, you're crazy. It's going to go to 70. Yeah? Where is it now? And all those people are gone in the wind. I've decimated every single troll that tries to go against me. Or any pro that says anything, I show the truth. When I'm at this level, I say this is what this guy, I'm only showing people the truth. Everything is documented truth. I didn't say what Peter Brandt said. I'm showing exactly how negative he was. When the market was at a time of a pivotal point. I chose bullish side. Didn't make bearish plans. And look what my Google plan is. Do you understand? Capiche? Comprendi? That's big picture thinking, not little stock bookie no brain skills. Scalp claims he makes all these big gains when stocks fall. He's just saying something that's fall. He never caught the move. He can't even hold something for 2 seconds. He was in Home Depot. He ran for the hills and he missed another 200-300% gains on options. And he tells you he puts a spreadsheet. There's so many liars out there. PowerTarget Trade. All my group members know what I post. Post the confirmation, the plan. I did all these things. In fact, the stock clown made me start doing all that stuff. He would say, "Why don't you post confirmation?" And I did that. And again, he kept on. I keep beating him, destroying him with win. And look, oh, by the way, let's put up win, people. Oh, man. Again, everybody who's following me, and I said this even in 2017, win's going to, look at today, up, my long-term plan that I posted inside of Power Group Trades. Today, it was chopped, was chopped. That's why I put the June calls. And if it helped, so if we had to get stopped out, we'd have to get stopped out. But there was no reason to sell win. Long-term calls, there was no issues, right? So, again, stock clown. Long story. For people, especially those people new, other people could enjoy the story. But here it is. No worry along. This is where I met the stock clown. He was shorting. He made fun. Now, let me ask you something. Is the stock clown scalper little mind person, who's more right? The PowerTarget Trading means bullish win. You've never seen me say anything negative about this company. I've had bullish plans upon bullish plans upon bullish plans of win, okay? Some doing well, some not. But the point was, I had the big picture direction, not the clown. The clown has been bearish. And look where we're winning. And I said multiple times in my live stream, win is going to 200. Now, once Apple goes, oh, why do I talk about? Because stock clowns, there's more than him. There's not just him. There's a lot of them. A lot of these bad advice investors out there. But that guy's number one. And this is the guy that's trolling me, and he's massively wrong. And he keeps nitpicking at little things, but doesn't look at never looks at my winners. He looks at the wrong things. He doesn't look at the big picture, saying, you know what, this guy's always right. I've been wrong for months on end. No, he can never admit it. Never would admit it. In fact, he ran for his life and blocked me. And now he trolls me through emails. This is the thing. One of the number one troll I ever seen is that guy there. But you see, Bookie Stock John, look what I've done, man. I've decimated you. Everybody knows you were bullish to win, and any follower of yours knows you've been wrong. Win the big picture in a massive, gigantic way. That's right. That's right. Dexter caught some great gains. So look at people. Isn't that this is the reality? Why am I telling you this? Because everything I do, making the time to make these live streams, making these videos, telling people, I'm telling you how to think. I tell people study the created playlist. There's a reason for it, because it's documented, powerful proof that if you look and read and open your eyes, you'll say, wow. You know, and I've done this in difficult times constantly. This is my study, to adapt to the market conditions, to understand where is the true direction, and we're nowhere near anything negative. We're going higher. Unless PowerTarget Trade says something negative, if I say something negative, yeah, then you better worry. PowerTarget Trade says this. But if a clown, like a stock clown, says something negative, you don't have to worry. He's wrong the big picture. He's wrong the SPY, right? Wrong since 225. I explained the different. Listen. I showed you. I explained the monthly charts my way. He explained the monthly charts his way. My way decimates his way. Completely decimates. My way is the correct way. See, you're neither correct or you're wrong. I'm correct, and that's it. The big picture. I've been correct since 2016-11. Okay, against all kinds of traders I annihilated them all. Annihilated them all. And anybody goes against me, they will lose. I guarantee you. They neither are with me. They are with me. There are some traders out there that kind of have my, they're a little bit more big picture thinking, a little bit more, not as much, and they're kind of doing the right things, but on a small, no comparison to PowerTarget Trade. But they get championed because people don't see that they're changing their mind in 2 seconds later, right? So, anyways. So there you go, people win. ADB, ADBE. Now, one of the things what interested me when the SPY was negative that day was how ADB, which is something I've been watching, how strong it closed. So I made a plan and I posted it, and it came while I confirmed and made money right away. Right? It didn't. You know what I mean? I posted shorter term calls because I knew this is going to move or not move. Right? It's going to move. If it's going to confirm, it's going to move. Lo and behold, big picture skills, PowerTarget Trade, yours truly, preparing, talking about being bullish, not being like Peter Brandt, bearish explanations. Of course, the market could go lower, but what's your plan? If it's going to go lower, then where's your plan? And you know what I mean? Where did you make your money? That they won't do. They're just talking. I'm posting. I'm explaining. I'm posting plans, backing myself up. PowerTarget Trade right again. Finito. Finito. PowerTarget Trade. PowerTarget Trade finito. They're just talkers. But people listen to the talkers. They don't listen to the doers. They listen to the talkers that don't do anything. They don't post plans. Right? Post something. Post something that's relevant. Let's see you do what I did with Google L. No, I will not be able to do that. He was too busy looking at making a bearish plan. And when the market goes higher, that's all documented. See, he was bearish while PowerTarget Trade did not say anything negative to scare people out of out of their profits. What about stocks like Race, people? Let me put up Race. And there's another one I want to point out here. Here's the stock clown again. Bearish since telling people to sell their shares at 90. I'm not. Where was it? So far away, so wrong. Fuck, it's go so far off. Right around here. What is it? Right around here. No word of a lie, people. He said there. I'm not lying here. And there's a lot. Sell. It's too high. Yeah. Now look where it is. You get my point? Don't listen to clowns. They don't know nothing. They have no skill. Follow my stream. Study my YouTube channel. Comes join the big picture revolutionary thinking. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Panicking with no plan. He had no plan. What plan did he have? Right? He had no plan. So, Any questions out there? Yeah, awesome. That's right. Thanks. Any question out there? You know, I this way I don't keep rambling on how correct I am. What which I am. I mean, how many? Like, yeah. So FedEx is a plan that that still hasn't really triggered, but I like it. So go check out my plan for FedEx. The confirmation um, the confirmation will be posted inside of Power Group Trades. But I like FedEx. I think FedEx should be able to make it's really safe to buy it in these zones, especially on the confirmation. And it can make a nice move. In fact, FedEx. By the way, that's a great question. I want to tell you the story of FedEx. Okay, I want to tell you this story too. So this is really good. People that are new. As you can see, what I drew here. But anyways, so FedEx. Let me tell you the story of FedEx, people, because power trick or trade. All right, here. Okay, so back in November. By the way, the stock clown wrong again. The big picture. He was shorting FedEx. Okay, and the gains he would have made going long were insane. Now, I actually was losing money in FedEx back in November. Okay, but I knew the big picture. And on the Wednesday, right over. Right around here, this video, this live stream right over here, okay? I said, you're gonna see, we're gonna be smiling to the bank, and you know what? Word for word, it's documented. If we go to a live stream, if I was to put up that live stream, no word of a lie. Anybody wants to doubt me, I'll put that live stream on. I'll tell them, you want to doubt me? You pay me $1 million. I'll put that information there, and you'll be paying me $1 million. You don't want to doubt the power trick or trade. You're going to lose. You're going to lose everything. You don't want to bet against power trick or trade. You're going to lose. All right. Anyways, as the clown was bearish, I was bullish, and this thing took off. Okay, massive gains in the options. 1,000% gains were made in the 230 calls. 1,000%. At 225, at SPY 225, they were $1 off. Do you imagine if you bought 10 calls, just 10 calls at $1,000, you're at $20,000. $20,000 on a measly $2,000 investment in literally no time flat. Now, while I made a bullish plan, correct the big picture, unlike the stock clown, unlike a lot of foolish look how far it took. He shorted it, and it just kept on going. Again, massively wrong. The big picture on stocks that count. He anything that's good, he loses. He's wrong massively. BA, the market in general, and he posts that he has all these winners. He's a scalper liar. Anyways, people, scalper liar. Baby skills. If you can't be right on the big picture, don't talk. Power trick or trade, I'm right in the big picture. Being right in the big picture on Apple, on what, on BA, on so many stocks that count. You have no idea how many people were against BA. How long? You have no idea when it was at 200. I'm not lying. No word of a lie. Exactly. Tesla is another one that they've been completely wrong. Yeah, cat right now. Let me put up cat. Cat is like, I think a cat and BA, they're going to need some time to develop. They both had massive runs. They were very high in the air, and based on the action of cat with its earnings, which has surprised me how they pulled that down like that. It probably just needs time. So I'm just focusing on better plans. Yeah, Twitter. Twitter, Eric, is still Twitter is still setting up. The problem with Twitter is, you can see here the volume as we're going up is low. I know there's a lot of problems in Twitter. Really, there are key pivot. This is setting up. The key is that, Eric, it's setting up. It's not the best stock right now. That's why you don't see me making plans for for Twitter, but it is a stock that's planning to go higher. Long term, it's definitely going to go higher. I'm kind of waiting for something better to set up in it right now, for options wise. If someone is a long term investor, you would just kind of you should be buying Twitter, holding it. Yeah, Home D has earnings. Yeah, next week. Yep, Kenneth. Yeah, next week. But I'm probably not doing anything with. I mean, we made some good. I made some good 100% gains in Home Depot with an option play, but I'm not focusing on Home Depot now, because I prefer, for example, to go into FedEx instead, because there's no earnings for till next month, and in FedEx I kind of like it. You know, I've always made money investing in FedEx when I like it. I always, I've never lost money in FedEx. I mean massive gains last time. Uh, I, uh, I, I was so the vindication, because it was giving me some trouble, FedEx, for a couple of weeks, but I always made money in that chop of it. But again, the big picture, the vindication of how correct I was, the big picture, that's all that really matters to me. Um, Especially when things go a little difficulty on you, because I was losing 50%, and in that thing, it was so frustrated. But I knew the big picture. I held stuck to my guns like I always do, unlike this little scalper mind who, oh, can't do anything, and made the big dollar bills. What I did, they'd have to do 20, 30, 50,000 trades, every time you trade, there's always a risk. Every time you make a trade, there's a risk, right? Anybody tells you there's no risk, there's always a risk. But we're trying to take high calculated risks and high win rates, being right. And at least if things are wrong sometimes, the ones that are right outweigh the wrongs in a massive, like Google L. Honestly, if you caught the Google L plan, just one of your options made you all kinds of money, right? And it's because you got to have big picture thinking, and that's what my plans are. It's always big picture thinking. I'm always excited when I make a plan that I think can make money, because I want to make money myself, right? All these people who post plans don't actually go into their stuff. They don't, because they're posting too many. How are you going to get into Dan Sanger doesn't get into his own plans. He's admitted this. He does not get into his own plans. Only one or two of them. I don't like that. I like, if you're gonna post something, you're gonna be in it, or don't post it. That you're gonna put money down on it as well, or at least somebody in your investment advice is doing it. But he's not doing it. And he's admitted this, right? And a lot of these services, they pump out 20, 30 picks. Okay? Here's the problem with that. They're not in them. And of course, many of them won't work, but the ones that work, they're going to only tout the ones that work. Okay? I post really it's very tradable method where when we're making gains, we're taking profits on half, and then you're investing into new plans. Meanwhile, holding runners on another one, right? And it's not too many plans. Like if I post 5 plans, 6 plans, 5 of them if 4 of them confirm, more the average is 3 will be winners, and 1 could be a break even or a loser. Lately, there's been I haven't had as many winners lately due to the chop, but we've had more winners than losers due to the chop. And well, NTC is good. It's moved a lot though, so it's something I don't NTC I don't really like too much. I mean it's a good it's done a good run until. Let me take a look at this one. Yeah, well, I got to take a good look at it. I just don't. I just don't like it yet. I think you only, if you're gonna go long this, you gotta wait for a break, and it doesn't move that much. I just don't like Intel. Be honest with you. I mean, I'm not saying Intel won't go higher. It's not what I'm focusing on better, faster moving stocks. Um, that really, it's picking, it's quality over quantity. Yeah, BRKB is BRKB. This is something that this is something that is getting close to really break, as you can see here, and this is uh, of course Warren Buffett stock is probably going to go and test the gap over here. So if you see a break over 201.50, I have for some reason I don't have something in my thing, but you could trade these options. You can trade. Let's see here. May 18. Let me put this up so everybody can see this. Yeah. So, the May 18 200 calls, they're trading pretty good. But if you want to give yourself more time, if anybody wants to go into anyone who wants to go into this, then I would use yeah, these are trading pretty good. I would go with the 200 calls on a break above 201. We'll say 201.75. Okay, and you want to use it in the money calls because the targets could be, well, it could come up here as well, but 208, 210, right? But on the low end, if you get the 200 calls on the breakout, if it doesn't move fast enough or high enough, you're going to be making great gains in the money calls. Okay, so you know what I mean. So use the in the money calls for this one, BRKB. So again, how many times in my live streams did I talk about WYNN going higher? And I made a plan recently, people. Inside, we were in this chop. I wasn't making money in my options. Stock Clown messages me because he's a troll. Oh, you're gonna lose and win, yeah? Am I losing and win now, Stock Clown? See, the guy has no skill. See, this is the honest to God truth. The guy messaged me laughing at me that Win wasn't making money. Right? I understood one principle, that Win, you had to play it as a support play because it was making multiple signals to the upside confirmation. Okay, but if you didn't hold the position, and I chose June 200, the June 200 calls for a reason, because I knew this I know this stock how it is, and I knew that I needed time, and that time, in case there's a little issues of would protect me, and lo and behold, it did, and I'm catching the big picture gains in it, right? I told people a long-term option play based on the market conditions that I was seeing. Again, I had long-term winning plans while Peter Brandt is talking about negative breaking down, and everything fruitioned. All my plans worked. Win, ADB, Home Depot, Home Depot, ADB, Google L, Amazon, Tesla, all kinds of stuff working. What did he do? Nothing. You see, people, big picture versus talkers out there. And the funny thing is people don't realize that. They just don't look at the big picture. Listen, I'm bullish. I ain't changing my stance unless I saw something. I explained the problem. I explained my reasons in my life. And you can find it. Find that video documented inside a Power Group. Sorry, not inside of Power. On my YouTube channel, PowerTarget Trades documentation. You know what I'm saying, people? Like, this is skillful thinking. Big picture. Stock Clown's been bearish and wrong the whole time. He ran for his life. He doesn't know what he's talking about. See, he's this little scalper mind. Don't give people advice telling people to sell Apple at 140 when it's now 186, man. What kind of you're costing people with lots of money a lot of money. If there's people with millions of dollars, they're gonna want to listen to me, not you, Stock Clown. The bigger size of account, anybody is listening to my advice who's rich is up a lot of money, because I said, especially if they said to go long Win, they're laughing to the bank now. Or stay long Apple, they're laughing to the bank today. If they listen to the clown who told people to sell that it's going to go to fill the gap, they'd be crying right now. They'd be knocking on Stock Clown's door. What's going on, man? Poor stock clown. Poor stock clown. See what this is, man? Bull channel on the daily. It's just forming. But listen, step by step, people. You follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, and PowerTarget Trade will be giving you updates. But look at the updates are bullish for the SPY. SPY should be testing 273, 276. It's long term in the making. Should be, unless there's some issue, some political red. But you could see stocks were really itching to go higher. Why do you think they popped today? Why did they pop? Why did key stocks pop? Ask yourself this question. They were itching to pop, but there's so much craziness going on out there, that there's all this fear, and but in reality, you gotta understand, big picture, up. That's what this market's been chopping for a month, right? But now we could be doing some nice movements. Again, I got to take it day by day and making updates, and I do my thing. I take it plan by plan, people. Plan by plan. Big picture, thinker, plan for plan. Yeah, Amazon, AMZN. Yeah, Amazon, again, preparing to break up even higher. It was hard to hold this. I mean, I caught up some great gains. I am not in this right now at all. Google L was the stronger one, easier to hold than Amazon, because this day kind of dipped a lot, right? And then was the market. It was very difficult to hold. Now, some people I know did go into this, held the Amazon trade, and they're up big dollar bills now. But my original plan did very well, and again, I was correct. The big picture in Amazon, we were going long Amazon, right? We went long right away. We were making money right on this day over here. Nice gains, and I have a video showing that. That's about where I got my money in. The rest of it, then the rest of the other thing got stopped out, and then that was it for me for Amazon. Then I'd be focusing my energies on different stocks. But like Google L, for example, was really the superstar. But anyways, despite the point, big picture is that definitely Amazon is wanting to go higher here. Of course, its key break point is over here. Amazon is something where, I mean, I'm not going to make a plan for that. I got to really look at it. I got so many things going, but definitely Amazon wants to go higher. Just not an easy stock to get into. I would use at least the May 18 calls, the right May 18 calls, and of course it's a matter of will it break the key break point. I'm going to look at it some more. I'm just so focused on so many other plans that we're in that's doing really well. But hey, you know what? Anybody in this, it goes in higher, great more gain, great gains to you in Amazon. I mean, Google L is still kind of running, but I mean, those gains are astronomical so far, right? You should be taking profits if you haven't, at least on some of them, and be happy with those Google gains. I mean, those are 500% gains, people. And I wanted to show you. See, look at a little scalper mind like the stock bookie. He can't do that stuff. He can't catch it. He's making fun of me. I'm telling you guys, this guy trolls me. He was making fun of me on my Google L. Well, who's looking like a clown now again? I told him, you're going to always lose against the big picture expert. You have no skill. I told him that. Yeah, Tesla looks pretty good. Tesla, as long as Tesla holds 300, we should be busting 310. We might bust it tomorrow. It's long overdue. And the options are already making money in Tesla. It's been tradable. I mean, it's so Tesla. If you see a bust of 310, I mean, I'm already inside some Tesla calls, anyways. But if you see a bust of 310, that's super bullish, and you should check out my Tesla plan. And the options I recommended in Tesla were the 305 May 18 305 calls. Some people took even farther out ones. But at least May 18, they did make money. In fact, it's just that it's been choppy, but they are still positive. They are much higher than the entry point. but you wouldn't be making money unless you held them to now. Or if you sold and bought back on power, you had bought back, you're still making some gains, you know. But the real gains in Tesla, it's got to bust the three. If it busts the 310 area, she should be flying and testing the 320, 330 area. This is long overdue in Tesla to test. Let me put up the Tesla chart. Yeah, so I like Tesla because it's easier to trade it right now. It's long overdue, and again, the stock clown has been bearish to stem stock for, again, missing the big picture. Only wrong for a fraction of a second, by luck, not by skill, by complete luck. In fact, anytime he's made some right calls, it's by sheer luck of what market had to do. It had nothing to do with skill, only luck. Me, it's all skill, because it's documented proof plans that I've got. I talk about this stuff before the fact all the time. Before the fact. So, better than real-time preparation. All these other people can't do this stuff. They can't do it. They don't have the skill. They don't have big picture skill, people. You know what I'm saying? 10, 11. Great. Oh, you made money in the Tesla? Yeah, but it should be going higher. I'm at great. Fantastic. Yeah. Anybody, WDC is a 70, a good time to get in near a 52-week low? No, not really. WDC, let me put up WDC. WDC, I don't like to go in stocks that are downtrending in an uptrending market. Why would we want to focus? I would focus on stocks that, like, let me take a look at the trend before I say anything. Let me take a look at WDC. There's just so many better things that are going on right now. I don't like WDC anymore. Yeah, I know. I don't like WDC. Vamoose WDC. First of all, it's below the 200-day moving average. Okay. And that's no good on a strong. Now, this was good back then. This was good back when I was talking about it. But something happened here, negative, especially here, and that's it for WDC. No good. And of course, we broke down again. The answer, Dinesh, forget about WDC. There's better investments. Do not want to buy a stock like this at a 52-week. And that's another thing. Let me take a look at the weekly charts. Yeah. And I don't have to look at. Listen, I don't like this at all. Okay, don't like WDC one bit. It's too many negatives. Then it's too much headaches. See, I focus on what's in our favor. That makes a lot of sense. I narrow it down, Dinesh. It's my style. This is what's that's why there's no one that can compare to me plan for plan. See, they need to do 50 plans to be able to compare to my 5 plans, because they have to take so many shots in the dark. I narrow it down. You know, all I posted, you saw, look at, honestly, we posted on a few stocks: Google, Amazon, Tesla, and ADBE. Also CVX and Win. Okay, this particular few weeks, all winners. And SPY calls, all winning plans, the big picture, everything winning. Okay, you won't see that, and that, just honestly, people, Google, Amazon, ADBE, CVX, Win, and then it was okay. There was Home Depot, but we're talking about within a few weeks of time. Those are the ones that triggered. They all made money, not right away. But they all, well, the HD made money right away. The Win did not make money right away. CVX did not make money right away because it was a chop zone of a half, but the big picture did make money. Amazon made money right away. Google made money on confirmation, not when I went on my confirmation rules. Google made money right away. Tesla made money right away. Just no big deal because they stopped it at, but anyways, but it made money right away. You follow the picture. ADB made money right away. So no service can duplicate that. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. They cannot duplicate it. This is why I'm doing this very special group, Power Group Training, demonstrating this and doing this YouTube channel, all for one big. I'm going to have a lot of documented things that will be promoted differently in the future, because what I'm doing is not being done before, and of course I'm only getting better and better and better at what I'm doing. And I can see that if you do not have adaptive abilities, you will not be able to this market is going to be very different than the past. And how much higher we can go, it can go a lot higher than what I'm saying. However, it's a matter of assessing the market regularly, right? And I can tell you we're far from anything bearish. That's what I'm saying. It's just super bullish market because of their earnings. It's simple. I mean, look at, I'm dumbing it down here. Apple, Amazon, FedEx, Home Depot. Well, Home Depot. No, BA. You know, like a lot of key stocks that have run a lot. Like BA. Okay, you gotta understand it. BA was $200 stock. A lot of people thought I was crazy that to say that it was going to go higher then. They thought it was a bubble then. And I'm talking about people with good skill. Like what I'm saying is old world. Okay, good old world. Okay, let me rephrase it. Good when I say no skill, to me it's people that have old world skill, but they do have skill. What I should rephrase it. So old world skill are people that think in an old ancient manner that doesn't work in the new paradigm shift of the market that I explain. Now, the way I explain the monthly charts, that's more new world thinking. And what I'm saying, it makes a lot more sense than what the stock clown said. The way I broke it down, the way I explained it is truly powerful and is simplistic for somebody. And to this day, what are we seeing? Are we seeing a higher market or a lower market? Are we seeing stocks making new highs like Apple? Do you think Apple would go to 200 this year if the SPY is going to go lower? No, it could not. Apple, I've said it a million times, is a key stock. As strong Apple is good for the market. As soon as the Apple started getting the strength, avazum ababoom. What does the market do? It's on fire. People don't. I said this year. They don't want to listen. One stock. I explained the importance of an Apple, because it's an important stock right now in the new, we'll say for now anyways, for at least to the next. Once Apple gets to a certain point, 200 and 200 and higher, is probably going to go even more than 200, by the way, more than 200. We've gotten new revisions, but 200, 205 are targets for now. What the stock clown is going to be getting, this guy is being bearish Apple even at 184, wrong the big picture, and it's even higher. He had negative people. It never ends. But I document this. I tell people the stories to open your minds of the people out there don't know what they're talking about. They have little picture skills. You want to be with the new paradigm shift, big picture skills, power trick or trade in my group. And believe me, I won't be just accepting anybody inside of what I'm going to be doing in the future. If you're going to be knocking on my doors, please, power trick or trade. Help me. Yeah. I said the masses, the market isn't for the masses. It's for the small minority out there that have some intelligence in their mind to understand. That's why I posted for them people to see. If you can't understand what I'm telling you, your mind's too small. You're going to be like a stock clown who guesses and assumes and is wrong the big picture all the time. I told, all the time. He's been wrong. And I got the documented proof. See, he can't run away from his wrong. I can't run. You know what? I got nothing to. My videos are so documented proof. I put it out there because it's proof. It's true. My live streams. I called the spike when FedEx was in the toilet for us. We were down 50% of the options. I said to people, we're going to be exploding. And 3 days later, we exploded. Not to worry. Our trade are right. And meanwhile, we were making killer gains. Stock clown wrong, shorting because he's bearish the market because he's like the old world thinkers. The market's too high. When look at, no, I'm not lying, people here. This is the these are. I tell people these stories are very helpful. You gotta understand what I'm saying. This is no joke. This is very serious things, people. Okay. In 2017, the stock clown was massively bearish over here. You understand? And not just him, a lot of other professionals. And as the market was going higher, other people were saying negative things about the market. I'm not lying. first of all, Tony Robinson, a motivational speaker, was telling people, wait for the market to collapse. It's going to collapse. Be prepared for a collapse, right? And he's citing some other professionals. Look what we did. Boom, 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 boom. You follow people. These people are clowns, man. They just talk. They don't do. PowerTarget trade. You never hear me. I've been making so many winning SPY plans or talking about the SPY, defending the SPY all through 2017. Who's right? Me, not the clown. Not those professionals, not those so-called professionals. They just pick poo. You know, they don't put their heart and soul in this like I do. I put my heart and soul in this. I care about when I post stuff, what I do. Everything has a passion to what I do. These people don't care. MU. MU is a stock that I'm not in. I know about the stock. I know the stock clown doesn't like this stock. Yeah, this stock here, I don't know, to be honest with you right now. I don't want to talk about MU, but it definitely can go. It can definitely try to test higher. Definitely can try to test higher. But it's something that I'm not going to be going in. So I don't like to make. I don't like to give advice on something that I wouldn't want to go in right now. That's just the way I am, people. I don't give advice unless I have I got to look at it, stuff that I can't right now look at it right now. I got to look at it in a different way than I can't do that here. These are regular charts. I can't see everything like this. I can't see all the facts like this right now. This is just to demonstrate, just to talk to people on my live stream. These charts are what I show people, but my analysis goes way beyond net regular charts, way beyond. Okay, anyways, oh, so SPY just broke two. Yeah, so SPY going higher tomorrow. That's going to be great for our Tesla plan. All our plans are going to be making more money. Well, the stock clown still wrong. SPY once again. Poor clown. Yeah, the stock clown. I know the stock clown is bearish at MU. So that alone, you probably should go long MU. If you know the options and whatever, if you see some strength tomorrow, you should go long MU, since the stock clown is bearish MU, right? And being, the guy gets lucky a couple of times, but the problem is he makes money the wrong way. In other words, I call it it's a scalper, right? But when it comes to the big picture, he's completely wrong, and I don't want to be wrong like a scalper. I want to be making money the big picture. I'm a directional. I don't like little scalp movements. I like real movements. I like making I don't like making 50% in options. I like making 100% in options, 200% in options, 300% in options. That's how you make big money. Go into less plans, go into less positions, but quality positions. That's what power trade is all about. That's why I'm going to be the best out there. Yeah, you remember Tony Robinson's warning of a crash years ago? Right. I'm not lying. This is true stuff, people. Because these people are thinking old world. They're taking advice from people from old world's thinking. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't really know. I'm not a fundamental guy. What I do have is something more powerful. Is actually more powerful. A system I created that I know how to read. Called the Visionary Line System. Now, this Visionary Line System makes me look at things, and then combine it with my scans. Looks at the big picture in a very unique way. And obviously, I'm correct. The big picture. I roast professionals out there that if they're saying something against me, I roast them, because I show what they said and what I said, and I roast them. Then they run for the hills, right? They run for the hills. Because if they were to post a plan against my plan, and my plan beats their plan, well, I got a right to roast, right? Inverse stock, inverse stock clown index. Yeah, this live stream is. I love. I love doing these live streams. Talk. But I get to talk to people, and people can ask me. I listen. I tell people, ask me a question. And people ask me the question. I say, Plus, I have to talk. I talked how to. But by the way, people, if you're listening in this video, if you want to know how to become a member side of Power Group Trades, listen to in the beginning of my YouTube. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to be making some instructions inside of somewhere, always in my live streams. And now, by the way, people, inside of Power Group Trades, people, what you got to be doing, right? Don't slack on the retweets and likes, and making comments. Market's been difficult and everything, but you don't never slack on the retweets and likes. The reason why you asked me to become a member inside of Power Group Trades is because you really appreciate what I do, the great work that I do, and you want to see the confirmation. The reason why I did this is because there's a lot of lazy people out there. I don't want to just put posting plans. If I found a way of accountability, I just like doing it this way. And I found, I got a lot of great, people that follow me inside of Power Group Trades. I got a lot of great gifts from people thanking me for all the great wins they made in 2017, right? Especially in that December, the February, the FedEx plan, just massive gains. That just one plan. This is $1,000 could have boosted this person's account to $20,000. 1,000, 2,000, 40,000. 3,000, 60,000. You get the picture. Small amount of money, huge amount of gains. That's what Power Trigger Trade's about. Big picture gains. Okay, you catch. Sometimes my 100% gain plans. They're not the big. They're not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when we catch those big wins, like the FedEx plan. Like the Google L. Those are the monster gains. And I'm the kind of guy that makes plans to catch monster gains. But when they don't work out, what do? We take less profits, right? Then we have to make adjustments, right? But my intention is always to make and we do. I catch because when you make good plans and you focus on the quality versus the quantity, you increase your odds dramatically. That's one of the powers that I have. It's not so much just what the charts are saying and the SPY charts are saying. It's what is a lot of other key stocks are saying. How many good stocks are coming in my scans that meet my tough criteria? And when I can't find many, and the market's saying it's a unique process I have, and it's working better than anything else out there. That's why I bullish the market, because what I look for supports it. If I find high quality plans, because it's hard. Listen, my high quality plans that I have, okay, it takes a lot for a stock to meet that. That's why my win rate's so high, because I'm looking at a lot of factors. Okay, SPY 270, great. It's doing futures moving up. Haha, stock getting more squeezed. He's probably short, getting squeezed like a lemon. Ha ha. Poor stock clown. Wrong again. The big picture. Thank you Mr. Bling. See? Yeah, ADBE. Something that was something that I was studying within my group, ADBE, talking about ADBE. It just didn't confirm, but it confirmed this time, right? It didn't confirm my other plan, but it was on my radar, right? Again, it was a strong focus stock. It met my criteria, but until it got to the level I wanted it to go, and I was impressed by how it closed on that market day, when it was kind of like, we were in that chop zone. See, the problem with the SPY on Thursday was that I told people 264, 265 is support, but we need to get above 268. And well, look what happened. We got above 268. Avazoom, boom. But I knew that the stock supported a higher market. I was like, I can't believe they're stopping this again, right? And when we got the move today, whoa, the rush of dollar bills in my account, and the relief of like, I was really mad, because I was like, I know this has got to go. This is going to go. It's like just like I was suffering in FedEx. And Fazuma ba boom, the vindication of being correct, the big picture came again. Power took a trade. All right, people. Yeah, I tell you, people, you have no idea. Just like FedEx, it was like FedEx again. What happened today? It was like FedEx again. You understand that, stock clown John? It was like FedEx again. Were you a short wrong again? Well, you're probably wrong a lot of things today too. You're wrong race. Remember that. You're wrong win. You're wrong race. You're wrong Apple. You're wrong the SPY. You're wrong BA. Capiche? Big picture. When it comes to just the millionaires invest in those stock. People with big dollar bills, they don't want to listen to you. They want to listen to a big picture expert like me. Tell them to go long. And am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Anyways, people, is there any other question quickly? Because I'm gonna call it a night. It was a good live stream, 1 hour. Like I tell people, if you want to ask a question to the big picture expert, well, you should be already in them, to be honest with you. But yeah, you could go into some. May 19. Go right in, get closest to the money as possible. Go with 269. Go with the 269 May 18. But you should have been in this SPY already by now, anyways. But that's okay. Yeah, you could go into some, like the SPY calls. They probably should do pretty good. I prefer. I don't really go. I am in some of those, right? But I prefer going into individual stocks. They make more money. Like you can't compare how much you would have made in Google L compared to a SPY plan. You just can't compare. Or like in an Amazon. I mean, Amazon made just in the first half an hour of my plan of Amazon, it made some $600, $700, $800, $900 per option within half an hour. This is just insane gains. But Google L was a superstar, the one I actually posted for everybody to see from start to end and everything. Anybody listening to my advice is like laughing and is probably happy. Or if they missed it, they said, "Oh my God, oh my God! Now I understand what he means by by big picture expert." It's the way it is, people. Big picture expert. What's going higher, Medulla 9? Yeah, BABA. BABA is a choppy. See, I chose Google L over BABA, but BABA did do good at some point. Let me see BABA here. Like again, I don't go into I think I made a plan, but I did not go into BABA. BABA made the big move. That's right. I didn't go into this. What happened? This is earnings. I did have a plan for BABA, and BABA did work. Of course, yours truly correct again, the big picture. But I didn't go into this BABA plan. Because then it never confirmed, and then when it did confirm, I was in other plans like Google L, and I decided to focus on Google L, and so. But I know I had some people message me. I had a follower message me telling me how he got into BABA. So like I said, people, my plans are like gold. Like even if I fell off of it, it triggered and confirmed, and he took the advice of it, and he had the conviction, of course, to go in it, right? Without me saying anything, and made money, and he's a member inside of my Power Group trade. So that's all I have to say about BABA. But can BABA go higher? That I don't know right now. I mean, this move was really good. But yeah, definitely can go higher, but it's not my focus stock right now. But congrats to anyone who made money in this BABA trade because of my plan on BABA. I didn't go in it because it took too long to confirm, and then once it confirmed, I had other plans that triggered instead. This is what happens sometimes. But my intentions and my plans, are always to get into all my plans. But even that I didn't go into it, it was correct, the big picture. Once again, yours truly correct, the big picture. Power Trick or Trade, yours truly. All right, this is, I think this was a pre-earnings move too. I wanted to get in, like, if you had to really make this gain, you had to hold it for earnings as well. So, but I'm saying if you did go long, you did make money in BABA. You know what I'm saying? Like at least 50, 60%. Uh, SPY. Yeah, Nvidia has earnings coming up. Here's the thing. It's one of those things. Nvidia favors, Nvidia. Here's the thing. Here's the honesty. This is a plan that I didn't make another plan of, but I had a somebody who owns shares in this. This is a true story. They said to me, this is one of the reasons why they said to me, "What do you think?" Because they own shares of Nvidia. Now, I didn't make a plan to go in this, and I wish I went into this with options. But again, my focus was in other plans. Okay, but what I did know was is if Nvidia, I mean, I had bullish plan for. Again, I was right the big picture. Like again, the stock clown doesn't realize these things, as you can see where Nvidia is, right? But on the secondary plan, if I would have made a plan and focused on Nvidia, the break point when I told the guys if it breaks 229 hold, it's going to go higher. I told him, and so he held it. So he's made some great gains. I have an investor who asked me about this, and he, has shares in Nvidia, a lot of shares in Nvidia. As I said, hold it, because he was saying, is Nvidia game over? I said no. I said Nvidia has potential, but what we need to see it do is break above thing. I then put a stop in places. We're gonna put us if you want to get out. Now he owned shares of this at $209, and of course he's happy that he held, because if he had sold it, he wouldn't have caught the gains. But this is a guy who's holding like shares, like he held it through all this. By the way, he held it through everything, right? Didn't matter that my other option plan in Nvidia didn't work. The second one would have worked massively, and that's what I'm trying to tell you people. My plans, man, I tell you, I honestly told this advice to the guy. I just didn't make a option plan for it. But if we did, ava zoom, ava boom, huge gains. It did better than I anticipated. But you know what? It is what it is, people. You know what I'm saying? Big picture advice. Power trigger trade, people. Power trigger trade. Options double. Yeah. I just didn't bother with it. I was focusing on other things, and I tempe. But I knew this could happen. Listen, I'm the big picture expert. I just didn't focus on it because I don't want to go into too many plans. I want to go into plans that are actionable plans for my followers. That's true. It's got to be solid. And I just had other ones, and this happened. Sometimes what, the ones you think they wouldn't do as well, they do even better. But I knew it had potential. Like I was telling the guy my targets were, but when I saw the way it got to 240, I said to keep holding, right? Because I said to him, it's going to go and test 240. I mean, this is blow through my targets again, right? Power trigger trade, people. Big picture expert is going to be more correct than the little scalper. Most professionals out there, they were calling for the market to collapse again. You saw what that Peter guy said over there. That wasn't preparing for a move up. Power trigger trade Sandro prepared for the big picture, and power trigger trade Sandro was correct again, the big picture. Have a good night, people.